give the information and the particular details of everybody, or whatever was in your mind, right? Whatever you could capture in your memory, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
that is taken care of. Now there is a third problem waiting for. Hi,
Hello,
good
ma'am.
afternoon.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon.
How are you?
Ma'am, I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm well, thank you for asking. Okay, let's start with the session. Do you know what the topic is today?
Ma'am, I guess today's topic is it is actually something that if something unexpected happen, then what I gonna do in that situation? Uh, the topic is unexpected situation.
Okay, okay. So, what is your profession? What do you do?
Ma'am, actually, currently I'm pursuing integrated masters in applied physics at the university, Odisha University of Technology and Research. It is actually situated in my hometown. I'm basically from Odisha, Bhubaneswar. Yeah, ma'am.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Today, you imagine that you are a manager of a bank, okay,
Yes, ma'am.
and you are in a responsible position. So you're
Mm.
off for your work. It's a very busy day. As you enter the bank, you will see that there are a lot of customers bustling in the bank. Your colleagues are
Mhm.
seated. So you quickly go and you are seated in your cabin, okay,
Mm.
and you start your work. So you
Yes,
are
ma'am.
very much engrossed in your work, and suddenly there's a loud noise. Before
Yes,
you
ma'am.
could realize what happened, a band of robbers have entered the bank, okay,
Yes.
and you can hear them surrounding people, and the leader of the gang enters your cabin and points a revolver at you, asking you for the keys of the wall. Okay, now how will you respond to this bizarre incident?
Ma'am, first of all, obviously being a manager of that bank, and obviously manager means it is actually top highest position of that bank, as I know. Then I have to be obviously as we have as I have known that the great power comes with great responsibility. So I have to be being a responsible person. I have to first uh, analyze that situation, that how many robbers actually are there, and how dangerous are there, how dangerous the equipment they have carried. So after analyzing and how intense their voice is, at least you get a sense that okay, these are robots are actually professional robots, or they are actually doing normal teenagers or normal person is actually doing under some pressure. So that actually give you a sense that okay, I can handle this situation by diverting somehow in another manner or something like that. Like first I will resist the robber to give the keys. First of all, I will do as much possible I can. I will try to means what can I say, accelerate that situation in a good manner.
You will
Yes.
try to distract them. Hmm.
Yes. Yeah, as much I can possible, I will distract them. And yeah, then I know that means every bank has a panic button. Obviously, I will press that panic button first. Uh, okay. Uh, then yeah, this is the like that. There are some
So
procedures.
what are the steps that you will take? So you
Mhm.
basically keep your calm and try to do as much as possible, to handle the situation in the best possible way. Okay.
Yeah.
So here maybe you have pressed the alarm, right? And nevertheless, these people are very, very sharp. Okay. They are timed. They know that the police can be any time. They know there are
Mhm.
buzzers around. They need to make a quick getaway. Okay, so they are not going to come under any distraction or any kind of influence or any kind of argument, because it's a waste of time. Okay,
Yes.
so they just want to quickly get away from there with whatever they have. They are dangerous
Yes.
criminals, Julia. And you're not a Shah Rukh Khan, okay? You're not armed with weapons. They are the one who
Yes.
are having weapons. So what do? You've done your part. You've tried to distract them. You press the buzzer, but they're still around, and the revolver is hanging over your head. So
Yes,
what do you
ma'am.
do next? In a hurry.
So, ma'am, it is quite obvious that money is not that matter over the lives of people. So, being an obviously, it is an moral thing or ethical thing that yeah, money can be earned, money can be regenerated again, or money can be printed again, but life can like restore again. So, obviously, I have to give those keys to to those robots and let them have that permission do whatever they want. And at least I will try to make sure that whatever they are trying to do, they can like robber as much money they can, but try to calm the public, calm the people, that stay calm, so that any like the situation won't get worst. At least I will try to have, like, yeah, that is the thing. You may have got that point.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So you are trying to safeguard the lives of people because you think it is more valuable than money and other assets that they have,
Yes, ma'am.
right? Okay,
Yeah.
great, great. So they also are timed, as I said, and they also make a quick getaway. And the police also, you have already pressed the buzzer. The police is on the way, but the police
Yes.
arrives late at the scene of crime and they get away with it. Will you be angry at the police for coming late and letting them get away, or you tried your best to stop them, or what will you do? How will you react when the police comes late?
Uh, Ma'am, obviously, I will get a little like I will show my little disagreement or disappointment over the authority, that this is actually something they are actually trained for. They are actually prepared for, like in their training days, or they are actually built for that. And if they are actually not rapidly taking action over, if they got to, obviously if it is a big bank, and anyhow one or two robber came into that bank, obviously the regional authority came to know very quickly. It's something they have a special it is their specialty actually. And if they got to know about the incident, they has to be like they have to be prepared for that, and they have to be response as quickly as possible. And if it is a basic thing, that if they are arriving so late, it is the first line of action they should take, that at least they should arrive first. Then whatever the announcement they made, the whatever action they further take, further to this might be take some time, but at least they can one thing do that, arrive on time, rapidly, at least response. They should respond rapidly. So if they are arriving so late, then I will obviously show my like disappointment over that authority. And obviously for after that, I will give all the information, that what the situation was, how everything happened. So yeah.
Great, great. So, obviously you are a little bit deterred, but then you have to give the information and particular details of
Yes, ma'am.
everybody, whatever was in your mind, right? Whatever you could capture in your memory, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
that is taken care of. Now there is a third problem waiting for you. Okay. So the
Mhm.
customers who were there are now extremely angry and agitated that these robbers got away with so much of money, their hard-earned money, and they're shouting and screaming. What will you tell them?
Yes,
How
ma'am.
will you pacify them and send them home?
Ma'am, uh, being a respectable position, then I do have like I know that a bank manager have some values in the bank over like over their all other staffs or over the people. So I
Hmm.
know that people are panic, that people may have panicked for that time. They are nervous actually, and they are actually in their position. They are actually right. So in that
Hmm.
situation, I have to be like being a topmost person in that bank. I have first explained that what actually happened, and at least we got our there is any like there are any people not get harmed actually. I will try to post that good scenario first, and obviously people will not like calm down as they have lost their money. They are actually not lost their money. The bank actually get robbed. They don't have any involvement in this case. So as we know that government of India obviously have that provision. If something like that happen, then people will get that get their money insured. So they will actually get their payment. They will obviously not lose their money. So I will explain because many people don't aware about these things. So obviously, with lack of knowledge actually brings whatever okay, brings a panicness, I can say. So I have to try to elaborate all those things that they will get their money. Government of India actually standing for there is here for them. So they will get their money back, but there will be they are they have to be patient. They will at least give us some time so that the cops have to like track them. Then we like I will try to explain that scenario and obviously give them the assurance that government of India will insure all their money.
Mm,
Yes,
mm.
ma'am.
All right. Okay. So yeah, you assure them that the money is safe and that they will somehow get it back. So it's insured. That's a great way of specifying them. And I think more than anything else, that you are alive, you're safe. If you tell them you could have been
Yes, ma'am.
killed, you had guns. So it's a miracle that you are alive. Even saying that
Yes.
brings them, to their senses basically.
Actually,
So
I can show them like I can pose that worst case scenario to a good case scenario that I can tell them that you can be harmed, you can be dead right now, but now at least you can go to your home, you can meet with your
right,
family. So it is the biggest
right,
money do you have right now. Right now you have.
exactly.
So at least I can. Yes. So, and then as the government of India has that many procedures, and that's why I can calm a little down them by showing the facts that these are actually procedure over there, and your money is
Hmm.
actually fine with us. So by this manner, they will be calmed, and obviously they will know my position. They will know the scenario, and obviously they will, being a responsible citizen, they will understand all the situation.
Wonderful. Okay, so this is done. Now, you are in a meeting with your higher authorities. Okay,
Mhm.
of course. So it's a really big bad day for you. Constantly. Even after the. Okay, first of all, let's say this kind of robbery where a lot of money is involved is called a heist.
Yes.
Okay, any robbery that happens, which a lot of money is lost or valuables are lost, like jewelry, artifacts, it's
Mhm.
called a heist. So generally, it's a heist in a bank or in a museum or in a jewelry store. Okay, so it's a bad day for you. It's a heist, and you are trying to tackle so many people. So
Cope
now
with the
you are in a
situation.
meeting with seniors. What are the measures that you will suggest to them so that this kind of heist does not happen again in your bank? What are the security measures that you would like to upgrade in the bank?
Yes. Mm, ma'am, first of all, I will try to like convince the authority or my higher, like my seniors, that we have to build a special cell or a special rapid puts type of thing. Like they can like we should be independently have a rapid force tax so that they can act more prominently than any other local authorities like police. Because in this scenario, just like happened in the right now, that uh, that we have the evidence that this local authority are not capable that much that they can arrive first of all they can arrive on time, then do the rapid response be, as an analytical way. Rather than we should build an our own independent security force so that they can quickly take action. Maybe
Hmm.
it will be defensive, or if it the matter, if the time requires, if the time demands that they should act as a commandos, they should act act not so defensive, they should act like attacking mode. At least they can
mm,
do that as well. So we have to build that independent force for every forget about every bank. Let's say only about our bank. So I have to focus on that. And after
mm,
all, we have to like what can I say, aware people about this kind of scenario, how they should act if something happen like that. So because sometimes happen, people the panic people actually get panicked easily, and obviously being a human, uh, if people get panicked actually. So we have to educate them how to react in that situation, so that for us, like a manager like us, or for everyone, for the sake of like of everyone, uh, thing will actually for the manager or the bank staff, the managing the situation will be more easier, and maybe we can tackle the robots easily. So we have to aware the people as well as the bank's staffs. Then we have to build an actual special independent force for each banks, so that they can
mm,
rapidly respond to the team. So that way we
mm,
can like uh, avoid to some extent these kind of heist or robberies.
mm. I think some metal door detectors can be used. So a rapid force is good, but it's a very expensive thing that will take a long time to
Mhm.
be in force. But metal door detectors, then scanners where you scan your passbook before entering the bank, so that there is a
Mhm.
kind of a filtration before people can enter the bank.
Yeah,
Or
it is
the
actually basic level. It is actually quite doable. Yes.
right, right. Or artificial intelligence too. There are certain areas beyond the banking, beyond the customer's move. Any area which is breached, there they can have some artificial intelligence face recognition tools,
Yes.
wherein any other face which is not in the feed can be captured easily, and it sends alarm bells ringing
Yes.
immediately.
Yes.
So all these things can be done, and technology can be used, I think, more efficiently,
Yeah,
because that would be more
technology
cost
can
effective.
be used. Yeah.
Right.
Like there one more another thing we can do, like uh, we have a like we can have some special counterfeit money in the bank,
Correct.
like in
In
the
that case.
bank world. And
Right.
we these money actually are tend to like they are actually meant for this kind of situation. They are not for any like available for public. The thing will happen is that if that money is actually like laced with the advanced technology, like putting some chip something like that, so that they can be tracked a later time. So
Right,
yeah,
right.
this
Having
can.
pocket money only for
Mhm.
emergencies like this, I think that can be
Yes.
done. And they won't understand because they are also masked and they are in a hurry. So they're not going to
Yes.
check authenticity
Yes,
of it.
exactly.
Absolutely. So these are great points. Will you resign taking responsibility of this heist? Will you give your resignation?
Uh, Ma'am, if the actually, I personally, I don't think that I will resign. I will want to resign. I want to resign. But if the higher authority demands that I should like resign from that post, or people demand that, sometimes people get like people get angry, and they demand to the government that that bank manager of that bank should resign first. Maybe
Hmm,
they alleged me with that robbery that I have been maybe I have been involving in that case. So people
hmm,
may have conspired something like that. So they may have like demand for my resignation. So if my higher authority obviously demand me to resign from that post, I have to do then. But personally, I don't want to resign from that post, because if because being an like, at least I do have experience, like what will happen if I stayed there, and why I want to don't want to resign actually. If being a manager, and if I experience something like that first, then at least I have that experience that I can use like in latter time. Being a new manager, if a new manager get posted in my post, and he don't have any idea about this situation, what will happen if something exact this this type of robbery happened in the next time. rather than being an experienced manager who actually experienced this kind of robbery scenario once in his life. So rather than a new officer, a officer who is this much experience can handle more, can handle in a convenient manner latter time. So these are actually my points to not resign from that post.
Correct.
That's why.
Resigning is like
Yes, ma'am.
giving up. So why would you give up? Because it was not your fault, right? It was not your
Yeah,
plan.
exactly.
You did your best,
Mm.
to resolve the issue. So resigning is not an option. Right, right. As you said, if there's a demand from the public, it's a different thing. On your personal front, you wouldn't like to do that. It is the right decision.
Yes, yes.
So I guess that you've covered almost all the points mentioned there. So I have had a lot
Mm.
of learners who have done this class, who are bank managers or working in the bank, and they said that when we are recruited, we are said that if this kind of situation arrives, we are not
Mm.
supposed to put up a fight or argument. We're supposed to give the keys, or we're supposed to make that happen quickly. So that way, you were right. There are buzzers under the desk. They said they can press it without the people knowing that they have pressed the buzzers. So everything is on place. You did very well. Okay. So you have a flow. You're able to talk in a flow. You're able to manipulate your thoughts into words. You can quickly shift from one question to other without much problem. So all that was great about your speaking skills. It was really nice. Okay, okay. Where you need to
Thank you.
work a little bit more is the vocabulary part. So you need to make it more sharp. Okay. So that, if you
Okay.
see the recording, the kind of words I have used for the same thing, sometimes maybe I have modeled it for you. I've again spoken it in a different way, maybe. So, you need to have those impactful words in your dictionary so that you can often use them promptly when you're speaking. And that will help to bring the finesse in the English that you're looking for. Okay.
Okay.
And the other is there is a little bit of mother tongue influence in your English. Okay. Now,
Yes.
that in certain pronunciation like money, you don't say money, you say money or something like that, where the O becomes a bit O, right? So
Yes.
that is a mother tongue influence. You don't have to worry too much about it. I think you should first go for the perfection in your English, okay, and the fluency. And later on, you can work on the pronunciation. It's not a big deal, okay. So over and over,
Okay.
it was great. It's only about practice. As much as you practice, you will see that you are becoming better. So keep the practice on. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And
Yeah.
yes, ma'am.
And I
Okay,
wish you
ma'am.
all the
And
best.
thank you, ma'am. And the thing, ma'am, one more thing is like everyone before you like, and I can sense also in this session is actually I try to speak like very fast, and whenever I realize I try to like slow down. But this actually I have been trying like 3 to 4 section to slow down while speaking, but it is actually it is not actually happening. But like
That's
right
your
now it is
normal style.
actually not happening.
It's your normal style. We are able to understand clearly what you're saying. So it's not that fast that your listener cannot interpret what you're saying. Now the listener can interpret what you're saying. So that is your natural speed. If you try to rectify that, whatever you have learned, it's difficult. You will to unlearn and do it again. Don't do that.
Exactly.
It's okay.
Okay.
Sometimes you're telling yourself, I have to go slow. That's it, enough. I was
Okay.
able to understand. Right. You are a technical guy, basically. So technical guys talk fast. I know that.
Okay.
So it happens like that because you have to capture a lot of things and say. Just keep that in mind. Okay. The speed is not that bad, according to me.
Okay. Okay then. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day.